Okay, asengphakathi. Sanibonani ekhaya, igama lami Emkey. Welcome to my podcast. Ngikhulumela ama-recruitment ke kai, and I really don't want to spoil the fun. So ngizo yekela kubo ukuthi baz introduce, but then while biz introducer sizozama ukuthi singene emxholweni because I've kind of prepared my questions abaya for nina bafethi. Especially the upcoming event, workshop esobe siringa ngayo yabona that you are currently organizing. Yabo. Ngicela senze some a bit of intro nyana so that whoever that's watching from ekhaya azi ukuthi okay makringa bani makringa lona kringa ubani makringa lona kringa ubani yabo.
No stress.
Ngawangena kuqala
Alright, this is u528 iqhawela amaqhawe. Those are my stage names, and igama very straight to Isaac, abangazi Isaac from Mphakathi, yeah, but we also representing a black firm, but for today so we represent Mphakathi HUB. Then ngihamba neBrayami izazichaza ukuthi ubani.
Shapele unjani? Yeah, Lord ngabafethu DOT ne. Yeah, I'm popularly known ngalelo gama. So yeah, my ID green book kama le pass bathi green paper photo. Yeah, kama la Mutepo. Yeah, bangaziyo nabanye, they just know me by that name. Njoba Shilu Grootman ngaba naye ngapha. We musicians, we creatives, basically. Let me just put it like that. Ngama creatives. So right now, sizo represent a certain type of umbrella. So maning lama umbrella la ngaphansi kwawo. So njoba sila we are here on behalf of Mphakathi HUB. Jabulela ukuba lapho Ntomntana.
Okay, no, thank you recruitment. Masingene emxholweni. Ngicela ningixelele about upcoming workshop that you are guys organizing for my creatives. Kambani, like buyavale idea lena ene, what is it about? Kuzobe kusenzeka ntoni and stuff.
Yeah. So before siya to the question ne, kuzomela ke ngithathe kanje mfethu ne.
Okay.
So Mphakathi HUB ne, it's actually a hub that we are currently building, yabo.
Sure.
It's under wraps vele, but we already working on some moves vele. So it's something we are actually building for a community to and ama creatives with ne.
Nice one.
So which is actually a hub indawo whereby izoba centralized, whereby kuyohlangana wonke ama creatives, but also ahlangana nama industry professionals, but also ahlangana namanye ama creatives, so that they can network, you understand. So this workshop is siyenza for now. It's one of our workshop ukuthi bese study ukwenza. So far sesenze ama workshop i2. So it was ama artist manager, then it was for ama producer, ama beat maker, yabo.
Okay.
So for this one, it's for ama creatives wonke, yabo. So for this workshop coming it's for ama creatives. So the purpose of the workshop it's for these people bazo meet like ama industry professionals in terms of abayenza lento abayenzayo, so that they can actually get ama insights kulama industry abakuwo, because of one thing about ama artists like us is culture in Taiwan, information, yabo. Sonke sikhala ngento eyi1 iyabheda what in yabo, but it's because of information.
Is it really information though that esilekhaya kwayekas, or sine ignorance nje kwasathina, because like information is there.
True.
Is there.
True information.
Just need you ukuthi nje uyikhangele because you are the one that's looking for it.
True.
Yeah, well.
Information ikhona ne.
Sure.
If you seek for it ne, but sometimes information ne kubalekile ukuthi also ilethwe ngendlela or you understand wena in your own language.
Nice one. Okay.
Number one, sometimes information ingaba wrapped ngento eziningi whereby sometimes as relating now, yabo. So for this, it's actually for creatives. So this actually relates to ama creatives, yabo. So masithi okay, this is imbizo for ama creatives. They actually know okay, isikhuluma nabo lapha, yabo. So that no afika la bathola information ebhekane nabo specifically nalento abayenzayo. Khona abayenza music bayohlangana nama artist manager. khona abayenza visual arts bahlangana nabantu ukuthi they are professionals in that yabo, and so on and so on kanjalo.
Nice one. Okay, so what actually motivated you guys to organize your le workshop lena, besides indaba zokuthi we are lacking information, so that sizokhona ukuthi sibe well informed to a point where like ne artistry yethu iyakhula iziyasikhulisa nathi, like iyo vele le into sifunayo. But then beside leyo nto leyo, what actually like spark engqondweni yenu to like coming up ne idea? So
okay, so basically into engayisho, like it doesn't get any simpler than this. Judging from standpoint sethu, see this identifier ama key factor whereby siwabona ukuthi as creatives we're struggling from, yabo. So singasho ukuthi lama syndrome lawa are general and common, but we tend to turn a blind eye towards them. For instance, unity, you understand? Sure. So we lack unity, especially when we are all on the ground up. So because of lack of unity, as well as create an opportunity. That's why I'm a creative we are not exposed to any opportunities because of us network amongst Tina, and we share the same vision, same goal, and we're mostly from the same communities, but she has isolator. So from a creative point of view, it's okay. Everybody is doing their own thing, and it's okay, but we are all shining in our little corners. If we were to join forces, sibe together, and then push a movement is bigger than Tina, and as a spread across beyond the borders where towards and the Katoras as a whole. So inte sparkle into the with ish. Yabona instead of serious kind of see us now much who is told in danger and no Tina, slanganisa logos damuklanganisa, ababona value in what we're trying to establish Bazoibona, and hopefully as we continue doing what we do, is really expand us tole namanya ma brains, and then tole namanya ma direction as expand a level of thinking ne vision esinayo. You understand? But for now mina ngayivala ngalokho ukuthi it's because of lack of unity and lack of opportunities, so that's why we have to come together and then sebenzisane ingqondo eyiwani, sebenzisaneni, and then yonke into push it towards the same goal.
Okay. I was clear a bit earlier when you guys mentioned Uguti. We are actually doing this for artists, kunye nama visual artists as well.
Just creatives.
Just creatives nje. But then I actually wanted you to break it down for me, like under ama creatives. Ngawapi that you guys are able to cater for ngokwangoku, especially for this workshop. Based on maybe kubandini ba invite le, okay, ubanbani specializing maybe ku hip hop, we manager, is the person that's good ku PR, blah 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 blah, and then we've also invited whoever that's good with graphics in terms of how to design the album, don't graphic page yakho ukuthi be kanjani, yabo. Like ni ngawapi lama creatives vele that you guys are catering to?
Manage.
Okay. So okwamanje besifuna ukuyivula kakhulu umbrella, yabo. But njoba uyibuza the question there, into ezenza sibe aware ukuthi okay, no, we can't just start city explode njenge nuclear, yabo. So Selanda njenge atomic bomb, little men, and so currently I'm creatives that we're catering for. I would say it's more music basically, everything that's around music, musicians, whether you're a beat maker, a producer, a recording engineer, mixing and mastering engineer, like speak away. And then when a visual arts, whether you are a graphic designer, you are a videographer, a photographer, like this is for you. And then performers, dancers, artists, it goes back to music again, dancers, actors, you understand. So ngashuthi I primary focus okwamanje.
Okay, so what can we So what can we actually expect to learn Masses Figure Kuya Valley workshop?
So on the workshop mainly into abantu abazoyilena on this particularly workshop ne.
Yeah.
Asiqale ngale aba musicians ne. Bazolena like ama insights in terms of the industry. The music industry. Number one, music business.
Okay.
Number one, man think ama artists that buy like us. When it comes to music business, knowledge in information.
Yeah,
So they'll be learning a lot about music business.
Okay.
Number two, they'll be actually learning about indawo where they can actually get help when it comes to music, because of there's actually regulatory bodies when it comes to music, right? Indawo ezifana nabo Samro, Kapaso, Risa, and so forth. So they'll be actually getting information. But okay, indawo kanje kuzu access uyala, or you can actually call 9 number yabo, 9 my emails wabo nazi into kanje and so. Then they'll also be getting information also in terms of which doors to knock when it comes to as an artist manager. If you're an artist manager, if you wanna maybe go get maybe a publishing deal, because of people don't even know I'm a musician, but you can actually go and knock and tell them I have this project and come sign a licensing deal.
Okay.
Then when it comes to visual arts, they'll be actually learning about film and television. Also, same thing. The laws that side of things, and in the access us on information kuzo because of they'll be actually getting information from ama professionals, people who actually went ama soft alapo people who participate in that space. About information. Then number 3, Kona umchita or multimedia and AI specialist. So they will be actually learning about that because of managers age whereby AI icon and so on.
Yeah.
So they'll actually learn which AI and how does it affect Lama industry as well.
Yeah,
You understand?
easier color for sure. Yes, yeah, color. Because it actually drives me down to ukucabanga like ngendlela ama-artist wasekasi are relaxe ngayo in terms of using the very same AI for your promotions. Like zizibani zabo, yabona, because ama-artist abaya they complain a lot about not being recognized, not being listened to, but then when you go through their socials uzama ukuba-check ukuthi okay, what are you doing mfethu, you find ukuthi like there's nothing, or if ever there's anything ikhona la, it's just clips, but then you cannot gather uhlanganise into eyi-one and be like, oh, so this is an artist eyenza into so yabona. But sonke singama-musicians, sonke singama-producers, sonke singama-in yabo, but then ucula ini, what are you producing, yabo, zonke leyo nto leyo we failing ke singama-artist wasekazi ukubonisa that style, yabona. Because I see like we've got ama-platforms apha afana nabo-TikTok nanani where you just promote ispan sakho kada and then that's it. And the only key espana ku social media is consistency kuphela. Ngibonile kuma questions wami, kuma responses wakho phaya la, like you covered most of my questions guy. Mangithi nya browser lento ekhuluma ngayo I see it on number 13, I'm like yo, sisasek number 5 lo mhlaba wena soku number 13.
No, that's fine. When because you can ask our questions the way wabuza khona, but because of there's probably something engaspark ukuthi sithashanga because of there's still a lot to be said yabona. But whether ungastress kakhulu ukuthi maybe sithintile mara kancane.
Okay, I know ungawari. Okay, I know. Let me go back. Now that you are actually putting it ngaleyo ndlela leyo, ngawapi because that was my. Can you tell us about the industry? Okay, some of the industry for inclusion. Okay, then you was the question. How do you see i-workshop le? Yeah, how do you see i-workshop leyo inceda ama creatives, especially ka yi-ekas? Yi-eThokoza. If ever are you catering for ama creatives or seThokoza, or anyone from anywhere is welcome to actually come and join you guys?
On that one, anyone is welcome to join us. We're not just catering for creatives from eThokoza. Yeah, it's just that our focal point is still here because we still don't have enough means in terms of our resource ukuthi si extend a footprint yethu ngendlela esifuna ukuyi-extenda ngayo. So for now sizobe sisasela based eThokoza, but it's extended for everyone. The invite is extended to everyone from everywhere around la South Africa. And yeah, going back to your question uthi izoyi-benefita kanjani i-local community, especially around creatives.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would like to go back on what I've already said. I think it's very important because I'm a strong believer go collaboration, in the power of collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah, ngifundiswe Rodman lele ngiphila nayo.
Sure.
So yeah, through collaboration, through collaborative measures singenza into eningi. You understand? So it's easy for me ukuthi it's easy for thina ukuthi sikuke le tafule si2 done ngi1.
We want.
You understand?
Yeah, very.
So izandla eziningi zenza umsebenzi ube lula, nengqondo eziningi zispana grand, zonke mazifuna same thing, and as long as simoya munye.
Okay.
So leyo nto leyo izobuyisa back i power of unity amongst the or every community esikuyo.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And then it will the aim is also to spark abantu abasilandelayo, which is the younger generation, ukuthi bangabi nalento ukuthi hayi mina nami ngiyazenzela hayi bani nobani ngiyazenzela, me I'm better than this one. It's not a competition at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's all about us getting to the destination. You understand? If I get to the destination, me one, and then I was alone, like it's not worth it. But if ngiyafika da ngazi ukuthi sifikile da, you understand?
Yes.
Ngizovele kuvela ubuso bami, but sifikile. It took the whole village for me usifike lapha. Leyo nto leyo, it speaks volumes on its own. So if victory yami victory yethu.
Yeah,
you understand?
Okay.
So that's what we aiming to spark.
Okay.
Leyo nto leyo.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But also to touch on this, njengoba sho mfethu vele ukuthi this is more about the collaboration, yabo.
Okay.
So number one, into abazobenefita whoever ukuthi uzuza to this workshop, bazobenefita in terms of number one, networking.
Yeah.
They'll actually get to meet amanye creatives aspana around bona.
Okay.
You understand? Because of sometimes as some creatives sispana la, for instance, it mina njengoba vele nomchita senze music personally, yabo. So you don't we do in our creative space.
Sure,
So sometimes when it comes to music, abantu bafunana nama producer or umuntu ozokurecorda or engineer or you actually live in nalabantu laba around you. But you don't know them because of nhleli ndlulana estradeni or abanye yabazi, but because of nalento ukuthi abantu dabali in.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to build with this Mphakathi HUB is to
Yeah.
break that thing. It's for us ukuthi sibe nendawo whereby siyazi ukuthi it's a hub. You understand? It's a center whereby sonke siyahlangana. Uyazi mangifuna umuntu oshaya ama beats nanya lapha. Mangifuna umuntu oshaya ama vocals nanya lapha. Mangifuna in we are all in one place. And the whole point there, it's unity. It's for us to collaborate so that we can actually work towards one thing. You understand? Then also, when it comes to the workshop specifically, in terms of benefits also, as much as was a benefit from networking with other creatives, but interact with our industry professionals. You understand?
Nice.
Because of guza abantu, which is we discuss maybe later with about
Okay.
So
Okay.
guza abantu ngokuthi bazobanceda in terms of our insights, but also besides our insights, also in terms of babanike like a customized plan for the journey kumchito. Okay, this is how far I am in span farming and say this and this and this. Then okay, this is what you can do. This is what you can do. You understand? So they'll be actually engaging abantu ngokuthi they actually have information ngalento abayenza yabo. So there's actually a lot abantu abazobenefita from this.
Okay.
You understand?
Let's like get into specifics where we actually give them a hint in who should they like expect to see in a workshop play, especially in terms of abantu that are professionals kuyo vele le environment ama creatives.
Yeah. All right. So in terms of our musicians or our artists, there's a artist manager ezoba ikhona lapha, which goes by the name of Nadine. So sizobe on the poster sizokhipha vele information yakhe vele bazoyibona abantu da, and also ama specific. So Nadine umuntu ukuthi uyaspana with the likes of Amanda Black, Abu Lira. It's more abantu laba bashada live sound yabo. So she's a specialist in that side left field le. Then we also have Umchita Batuchuku, which is na uyaspana nabantu abafana Black Diamond, uspana nabantu abafana Stogie T, and different people, you understand. So it's people who actually have worked nabantu abakhona in the industry, and they're still working with other people. Then also there's Umchita, which is Abatustan, which is a multimedia and AI specialist. So this guy is actually one of the leading gents by AI at this moment, because of abantu vele in terms of AI so this guy is someone who is actually well informed with this thing, so they'll be actually meeting abantu abafana nalabo, and there's still more also about fashion designer and stuff, so and the list is still going on, because of abantu is still also coming along, it's still taking along, because of the slot is still open for abantu who are actually industry professionals to actually come Bazinabo and be part of this.
And just to add,
sure,
le film nakona, we have our very own Mr. X, Uspano Chunku, Ramshilo. So bawe kasi babanta babuyo in Masafta. You understand that? So it's very important for us to highlight which sinabantu abanjalo emphakathini. So it goes back to what he was saying, like awazi nokwazi uhlangana naye njalo maybe lo muntu estradini, but because a lack of awareness and nama gatherings akanje, I will be exposed to such people, and singancedana, understand. So that's what I just wanted to add in passing.
Okay. Is there a particular theme or a message that you want attendees bangaba bahambe naye emakhaya mabephuma kuyi workshop?
For me, aski simangabe kuba ngathi ngiphinda ngengoma eyi-one. Like i message engifuna ukuyisenda out there, I understand that.
That is actually
that's the theme. As ashilo, the name of the organization yazisho ngowayo Mphakathi HUB. So i-team engi-expect umuntu aphume nayo message ekumele engi-expect ukuthi ba-register engqondweni zabantu ukuthi bakhuluma ivarma bathi no man is an island, you understand. So unity, collaborative efforts, like that's the way. That's the way.
I know. No, Mr. Isaac say, i movement yakho, yoku empower ama creatives kwi community to a point where there's even ama events also that are actually happening. Iqale kanjani? Because I know kucava kwam you were playing a church, but then kahle ubuya vandu.
Mfethu njengoba usho ngazi ngibuya kude mfethu, we've been in this, so njengoba usho since ungazi from the church vele ngintwana vele ekhulelela eKasi vele, ngintwana ukuthi iphila la eKasi, and experience yonke into experience wonke umuntu la eKasi. So njengentwana lokho izamazama la eKasi mfethu, mina I've always been umuntu onguthi I want to actually collaborate nabanye abantu. Angisumuntu othanda, angisinkomo edla yodwa, yabo umuntu ohlezi afuna ukuphila nabanye abantu. So this thing iqale basically sinabajita vele, because of njengoba sinabajita vele, we figured out ukuthi we actually always have izinto okungukuthi sihlala sikhala ngazo, ngithola, but we don't have solutions, yabo. So mina I was like, bafethu sihlezi sikhala bafethu, ngithola, And there's color and day one,
Yeah.
we have the same problems. We can go to every artist or every creative around like us. They actually share 99.9% of the very same problems. You understand? But problem is there's no solution. So we and the gents besikhathele ukuthi sihlale complain ngithola. Sihlale sikhala sithi now ama problems. Sayibona problem yini.
Okay.
So the thought was actually inspired by lento leyo. Okay, we actually see the problem. So we actually said with time, my chance, it's time for us to actually stand up and be the solution. You understand lento leyo? Instead of us looks complaining, I would say, hey, there's no opportunities, there's no indawo at the hub whereby you can actually meet amanyama creatives. There's no this. Why don't we actually do that? Why singabile change there? Why singabile solution? So that's what sparked that young solar part. Also, it's because of we've always been abantu who had a movement. You understand?
Sure.
We had with this movement even back then. Besides Mphakathi HUB, even Black Fam, which is our record label, but it's also a movement. You understand? It's something on Gucci we've been about. We've been very abantu on Gucci. We always want to collaborate nabanye abantu. We always want to join efforts nabanye abantu. We always want to actually bring opportunities from ngaphandle. So so that's what actually inspired the movement, and that's what actually started it. But yeah, we've been pushing the merchants, and it's something on Gucci. I would say it's still on the ground. We're still building it. We're still establishing it. Sisai builder because of until Siban something ebonakala ikas. This is it. Then we are still building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's we've mentioned earlier about there's like lots of events that you guys have seen nani ziyenzeka yeka sama creatives azenzela izinto zawo and all of that. Why do you think critical kangaka into ukuthi ama creatives asupportane like kuyipani zawo? Like why is that so critical? Because like masesihleli siringa ngazo lezi zinto izinto ezisound like possible man, is doable and is easy. You can just release a track untumele link. I listen to a track in Janama, I just forward the link to my socials, and then maybe 10-20 people they see it as well, and then I advise Nabu to forward. Like easing a layer when you are actually talking about it. But then when it
the application
see apply that's when the struggle is, or like criticality or ama battles nama walls Africa bekhona. Kambane, why do you think is that?
So I would say number one it's actually inkinga yani yokuthi as abantu we lack indawo whereby we can be held accountable kuyo. So number one, the analogy is simple. If C3 kanje and we are doing the same thing, sithi sifuna ukusupportana in that same thing. If njengoba ushilo wenza example drop a link kuthi share, automatically me having maybe I'm a subscriber ama-10 now I-17 now I-50, you understand, that actually amounts to a number bigger than when I'm one, you understand. So problem is if everyone's feel like maybe I wouldn't push into Yako because of whatever reason, or when I push into them because of whatever reason, then the problem because of people have many reasons why banga support that. But if we actually have a hub or a place whereby we say it's centralized, and in that place we actually hold each other accountable, like when we reach a certain number, let's say you have in about 100, and you drop something, and the inter corner I reach 100 views, we actually going to blame labantu abakule hub ukuthi kanjani umuntu one of us has dropped into ukuthi I 100 views already mara si 100 la. Number two, let's say wenza an event or whatever into yenzayo, then kuza abantu abayi-5, whereas kuhub siyazi ukuthi si 100. we actually going to hold each other accountable ukuthi kanjani i-event ka-MK kuze abantu abayi-15 mara kule hub si-100. Why don't you actually support each other? So now whatever yenzayo, meaning ngeke usupport, ngeke uthole the same support and the same resources. So kahle we're trying to enforce also le ngqondo yoku-collaborate to some level ukuthi at some level ne singaloku sikhuluma ngayo, but we actually have to ezinye izinto akumelanga vele sithi ayivela yenzeki vele ayikanje vele sivele ezinye izinto we have to enforce it. Any change has to be enforced, so we have to actually do that. So I think that's one of the things vele which we actually trying to establish this thing.
Yeah. Now, for now, I think he covered it very nicely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, YAP role does a local identity play in your creative projects kunye nama initiatives?
Hey, Pedro. Hey, you landed the question. Sounds light. Yeah. Yeah. Ngathini, hey, Tom, identity. I wanna, when we're speaking of that term on its own, like, you understand why, but you can't abantu who suffer from identity crisis. You understand? Because because you're not content enough with who's accept wena and nala ubuya khona. You understand? That's why bathi ungazikhethela abangani mara ngeke ukhethe umndeni wakho. You can't choose your parents, but ungazikhethela abangani. You understand? So it's iyafana nalento othini angeke uzikhethele la uzokhula khona. So you have to embrace everything. And then uzazi uthi ubani, and then mawusowazi uthi ubani, through whatever creative means wakho owayenzayo uzoba authentic and uzoba ne-identity unique. Bazokwazi abantu bakuthi no, this is MK. MK stands for this, and this is how this has helped MK towards him driving to lento le afuna ukuya kuyo. Yabo? So for instance, if ngenza music manje njengoba ngenza music, I can't, for me now, that's what I've always struggled with until I figure overcome it, don't understand? Like, ben kichimele relate na mama kids ale good, and but anga relate nabantu engphila nabo la or abantu engibuya la ngibuya khona, understand? So it wouldn't make sense ukuthi ngifuna uku relate nomuntu ose England or wherever emhlabeni, but zofika you understand, but anga relate nomuntu la station 2, you understand? So it didn't make sense. So eventually ngayibona leyo nto leyo, no kwamele man we understand lento le identity. I mean we understand, especially as a creative, like leyo nto leyo important kakhulu because it empowers you and it powers your art. I'm not sure if uzafuna
no, but ngifuna ukufaka nami 2 cents nyana.
Ngifaka 2 cents yakho.
Ngifuna ukufaka 2 cents nyana. No, in terms of role which identity it plays when it comes to whatever we do, it's very big because of number one, we actually represent Las Buyakhon. Identity to number one, it actually stems from Las Buyakhon. Masi is present out there. We can't say, ngubani, you won't mention Gutuwa. You have to actually mention Gutuwa. And that actually gives umuntu idea, umuntu kanje Wagroup, and this is what actually baphila kanje lapha bakanje lapha you understand. So when sometimes abanye banama misconceptions ngala ubuya khona ngithola abanye abantu like ithokoza bayicaba ukuthi indawo edangerous egcwele abotsotsi lapha but if you actually carry that identity grand, you actually change ingqondo zabantu bathi no ithokoza vele kudala bekurafu vele sine history rich blind like ithokoza. The biggest civil war happened la Kumalo Street and so if umuntu ukuthi uyi-represent grand Thokoza, you'll actually ubonisa abantu ukuthi no kahle Thokoza si-grand siphila kanje akusiyindawo botsotsi nani yes abantu aba-grand nani. So it's important ukuthi sivaye siyicarry i-identity yethu yabo njengoba asho umjidla vele ukuthi it took him a long time vele bekumuntu ukuthi in his music nami vele we've suffered from this ukuthi sifuna ukurapha njengabantu base-states nani yangithola but that didn't land because of mama Melisa umuntu wakini ingoma sekayimamela ngoba umuntu wakini mara akakuzwa yayithola nto leyo akakuzwa yangithola. So it took us ukuthi actually related to sibuyele back to identity yethu so that we can actually speak to bona yangithola. There's a song I dropped recently abathi unolikai lo muntu ukhuluma about ithokoza like ukai nostalgia ukutshela ngama references wakudala ukuthi yakhumbula iShell Garage kusaseyitestic uyakhumbula kuphi ukutshela ngabo Zen63 nani yabo like ugai like a feel so that you can actually
on a promo ye clip oye washaya
Nico.
I think I've seen that, man.
You said it.
I think I've seen
you
that.
Said it. And it did give you layer nostalgia.
And I was like, ne.
You understand?
Because like I was like, age group, I'm getting. If ever you can remember in those songs.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes in the identity, it's very important. We have to represent number one last year. We have to represent Amakawit. Like Jobu Chitagaji. Now he has represent a very Guinea, represent this Mongo Sako, represent. And so identity is actually deep, young told. So it's something we should actually take into consideration. Go to Zaz, go to Buyap. Number one, check surrounding yako. Zaz, go to Buyap, check family yako. As ukuthi buyaphi ituko zakho as ukuthi gini babuyaphi as ukuthi represent young talk. That's actually what you should actually stand on because of you ama roots wakho now you love imvelaphi yakho la ubuya khona. So if you don't have identity then you have nothing. You can actually nje phase out njenga wonke umuntu uvela ublende na wonke umuntu ungasabonakala ukuthi uba nobani ngithola. But if you have something to stand up for you ukuthi ngumuntu asethokoza mina ngirepresent ithokoza ngirepresent ifamily kanje na kanje. That's very important ngithola.
Okay. What can you actually share especially about the importance of creating a safe space for our creatives to actually collaborate and share his bands up?
What can we share? So with regards to creating a safe space for creatives, excuse the pun. So ezinye izinto ngicela ngizobuyela kule nto leyo ukuthi mangikhuluma mina manje in this instance mangikhuluma ngama opportunities there's a kid out there somewhere ofuna ukuba photographer or a videographer but because of background esibuya kuyo like akakwazi ukuthi abe nezinto ezinjalo you understand but if angazithola Mphakathi HUB hamba ayachasa i-movement yethu awumunye wethu like uzozithola akwazi ukuspana nomuntu ama-camera akwazi uku-operator i-video cam kanjalo understand. So it has to go way beyond ukuthi angiunderstand khona abanye abantu they charge because obviously ufuna ukuthola something naye satisfy ama-needs wakhe avale la kumele avale khona but above everything njengoba sithi unity like mina ngi-expecte ukuthi abantu bavule nenhliziyo ukuthi if let's say ngifuna ukukhipha i-mixtape or i-album and then ngifuna umuntu ozongenzela i-cover art we are still all on the come up you understand. So me working naloyo muntu I would think I'm exploiter, you understand? If we are like me and I, we are establishing a relationship, a working relationship, of which if I I still remember, no, where I come from, I come from a culture of which is uplifter, and understand. So basically, that's what we aim for by safe space ukuthi kumele sikwazi ukuncedana ukuthi khona umuntu onga-afford studio time, khona umuntu onga-afford ukenzana, onga-afford ukuthenga ukuthola equipment okudrawa, you understand, nani onga-afford ukuthola ama-lessons ok-DJ nani. But through Mphakathi HUB sizama ukuthi sikheve nalawo ma-elements sikwazi uku-assista la sikwazi uku-assista khona, because njengoba sikhuluma manje currently sinama-studio ayi-2.
Okay.
You understand?
Sure,
So
sure.
way-2 siyawasebenzisa for that very same benefit. If awukwazi afford the studio time, now you pull through and then we assist you. We want to make a song, we help you where we can, and then you uphuma kithi sophethe finished product, and then uzothola abanye abantu abazokunceda in terms of marketing and whatnot. But we cover everything. But okwamanje njengoba ngisho ukuthi like sisa donta kancane we're still establishing it. So si cater whatever sikwazi we cater for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So from a perspective, how has a creative industry changed up eMzansi like over the years?
Hey, ngizocala mina. Hey.
Okay.
Now I can't say it changed for the bad or for the worst or for the better, but it changed dramatically. So most of the people they didn't anticipate this. Yabo. RIP Makhado washo mabamnikeza Metro FM yakhe, Metro Award yakhe wathi if uyayimamela music wakhe uyakutshela ukuthi angafuna ama-awards labantu bayawathenga ama-awards, I understand. Watshela abantu ukuthi izinto zamampela real content, it lives on the internet, of which he was a visionary naye on his own, you understand, because bekayibona direction lento the traditional way of doing things in terms of the creative industry like iyasleka, and manje whoever laba bazama ukuthi bayi-contain at that time bebasazama ukuyi-contain, because namanje check for instance, let's say maybe back in 2010 it would take a radio hit for ukuthi ube the next big thing in South Africa. But now it just takes only a TikTok video. Just one TikTok video.
30 seconds even.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
You understand? So it change ganjalo. So I wouldn't say it's for the better or for the worst. It's because we shoot information corner, but I see for information. Corner abantu abakhalayo with such platforms abo TikTok, Instagram, and whatnot, you understand?
Yeah.
And then Konabantaba appreciate such platforms because they gave them a platform, which bagwazi bathole audience.
Yeah, but I think speaking of pharma companies or abantu abakhalayo, I'll talk of pharma companies so that kungabi ne-individual ecaba ukuthi ngisha ngespa.
Yeah.
I'll speak of your TV. It's safari kakhulu, because even advertising companies, they go for whoever that's got the most following and the most engagements. Whether uveza ushaya stomach out or ngumjita uphumusha amaphacu ululi izandla phezulu ekseni yabo, for as long unama-views abaya doing that, and then they go for you. Access enale anto ye-TV. Remember back in the days on TV, they would say siyasithanda script or mawuyo submit i-trailer yakho, siyasithanda script, siyayithanda i-presentation yonke nanani, but lobuso loba sibufuna. Yabona, we had inkinga ezinjalo back then on TV, ama-rejections or so. But now anyone can just do their thing, and then if ever yaspana.
Yeah, true that. Just to add on what you're saying, somehow I still feel like it's somehow still the same way in terms of a narrative. It's like social media, understand? Among us, similarities. Maybe a popular influencer, a standard normal popular influencer, a female, in a certain type of look. If you understand.
Yes.
So if you are a female and you don't meet that certain type of criteria, it's kind of hard for upope the audience, because that very same type of image about no, this is how a female is supposed to look like, influencer and whatnot.
I agree, but I disagree.
Okay.
That's why.
Why?
If izinto zishintshile, no.
Sure.
Okay.
For instance, asicovele into ishoyo.
Yeah.
Ukuthi a certain influencer in terms of a female has to
Yeah.
look this way.
Yeah.
Young tall. Usually that was the case, young tall.
Okay.
Which ekmele kube umuntu ofana nabo ma Mihlali kanje or
Okay.
nabo Faith in case.
Okay.
Cherinyana fresh. Eba Faith, you know someone who go to generator imali kakhulu no Facebook. Khona uchera abantu makhile shwapa queen. Ngazi kina mqava.
The Shopper Queen.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, khona manje name check it out. Mara abantu bayamazi mfethu. Khona abantu uchera abantu makhile shwapa queen. Omunye ucheri nje osidudlu shaka shwapa.
Yeah.
Ushaya content esanga nayo kuphela
No, nokudance izinto ezingakho.
Exactly. Leya muntu leya ukhot blind ku internet and uyamonetize. Uyangithola?
Yes.
So ngifuna ukuya nalapho ukuthi yo dog izinto zishintshile no
Yeah.
when it comes to izinto like check out izinto when it comes to Facebook bekuyinto besiyenza for fun.
Yeah.
Ngithola manje siyamonetize manje. Ngithola.
Yeah.
So abantu didn't know ukuthi sesingakwazi ukuthi senze imali umuntu angathi uyaspana cabanga Facebook.
And back then we didn't care about ukgrowa following.
Yeah. We didn't know
Because isinalando ukuthi ama friends wami has got to be like people that I know.
Abangazi. Yeah, definitely.
Sikhipha kangaka. And you'd see amanye abantu like baloke ba lo I think le ndaba yokumonetize akudala ikhona but eMzansi
La eMzansi can't catch up. Can't catch up. Vele in other countries vele kudala vele.
Kudala, yeah.
Yangithola thina yithi nje kuphela sketch up late. But enye into engifuna ukuyithinta ne ukuthi industry in terms of the creative space ishintshe kanjani ne. For instance manje sihlezi siku podcast.
Sure.
Yangithola Dala, there wasn't something like this. We wouldn't have access to anything like this.
You have to call a manager, producer,
You
and then they
understand
have to check
the admin.
who's who, kanjani,
You understand?
Yabona.
Imagine nothing can just funa pusha this message across ebantwini.
Yeah.
Bekumele manje kumele sisokole afuthi we wouldn't even think of getting a chance ukuthi sizoke sihlale endaweni kanje sikhulume about this thing ngithola this vision we are trying to build, but because of internet manje siyasala ukuthi siwazi ukwenza into ezikanje sikwazi ukwenza into ezifana nama podcast manje siringe kanje kwenza into ezikanje. So I think igame ishintshe kakhulu.
I remember I was even having a conversation nenye I think nomnye umjida we artist here.
Yeah.
And then we spoke of lezi ndaba lezi zokubizwa kuma interviews nanani because others expect that when they being called kuma interviews bazobhatalwa and all of that. And I was like akunankinga ne. But then look at the radio.
Yeah.
Radio would never call you for an interview. Ungaziwa like nje unless bane segment where they say they are promoting izinto zasekhaya or izinto zasekhaya or anyone comes izok advertise, but best believe they will give you less than 5 minutes.
Exactly.
But then for someone who's got a following whom they know ukuthi once a Saturday from 9 o'clock until 9:30 we'll be talking no Isaac, and then no Isaac kune following, they know traffic abazoba nayo ku radio yabo.
Exactly.
So that is why they pay those people. They pay them because of traffic listeners ezizozwakala during that period. Yabona. What are you bringing when you are then saying ukuthi I want you to pay me to come to because we've created a platform so for isikhathi sibhaya, but then struggling to get you guys because we've got to first convince you which no man, the business that you're actually in, we understand it, this is how it goes.
Exactly.
So it sucks kumatshela maninzi because it gets to a point where you start to question ukuthi is one an artist because they can actually get behind the mic, behind the presentation, or Ukbai artist comes from a lifestyle, like it's something that is like within you. Because nowadays anyone can just take a piano beat and then a shayingom and then Iksasa we call that person an artist.
Yeah.
But then when we have to actually sit down and then speak the language artist,
substance. Artist
yeah. So back into a workshop, back into a workshop. Yeah. Tell us specifics in terms of details we workshop. Where is it going to be happening? Are there going to be ticket azothengiswa nanani? How long is it going to take? For me, for ukuthi ngiphume ku workshop ngakhinyekanga, do I need to bring refreshments or zizinto ezizobe zikhona kada? Come on, let's talk about the day.
All right. So yeah, when it comes to the event, ne, so we're hosting it number one on 29 November 2025, which is 29 this month, Bafetu. So we see Bamba a Transnet Community Center, which is a Ipamge Angas, yabo. It's called in Matsimela Street. I'm not sure about the number street, but Angas Community, a Transnet Community Center.
Yeah, I think if one can actually Google the Angas train station.
Yeah.
It's very ilapho vele ngeke ulahleke vele ngithola. So izabe lapho nge29, so izobe iqala from 12 up until 1:30. Yeah, up until 1:30. So I think maybe it could stretch depending on, but sizolungisa ku poster le. Yeah, well, it could stretch maybe to like 2, maybe at most.
Yeah.
So it could stretch up to like 1 or 2, depending on ukuthi iqala ngo-12 vele. So izobe yenzeka lapho nge29 njengoba ngishilo. So what am I missing also? Ama guests, ama speakers sobe siwapusha la entweni on the poster and siwabona sobe sidropa nama profiles wabo, so that abantu they can actually see what are they all about.
Yeah.
So everyone is invited. Ongutu is interested in creative space yabo. So if umuntu vele ongutu uyazazi ukuthi we artist, we creative, we ufuna ukwenza film and television, ufuna anything in the creative space, and ufuna ukuthi ube nolwazi about that, you are invited. Anyone ongutu ufuna ukuba part of this big movement ongutu you are trying to build, you are invited, because of actually this event is actually it's actually like sort of a launch. Yeah, you understand. So,
Events to come.
yes, there's still a lot to come when it comes to this. And so, we actually also have a studio, a recording studio, a fully recording studio, which is open for abantu who are part of Mphakathi HUB, so that they can actually come and record there. You understand? So yeah, they should expect that, but also this is open for everyone. They believe in collaboration. So maybe umuntu believe ukuthi a contributor in this sense. Maybe umuntu actually creative, but we all tanda anything that has to do with creatives, and ufuna ukuba part of this space, and ubona indlela anga contributor ngayo into this movement. They are also welcomed.
Maybe one who following, and then no, guys, I'm just.
I mean, I can. Exactly. Understand.
For me to promote.
Share. Exactly. Also.
Creative
That's true.
Sure.
And just to add for Kazane, just to add a slight request, yeah, but so I'm not sure if Isaac send the poster.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, like I said.
Okay, yeah,
so I'm still yet to be finalized because of East Lot is also open for AMA speaker. If you're out there and we're professional and you feel like you can contribute into this workshop, you're welcomed. With his contact, but we'll leave our details. No, Emkey, I think those are on the screen, right? Yeah. So we'll also share the poster because of we didn't want to drop the poster. Singa finalize this prematurely. So, but we are going to drop the poster anytime this week, so that see show to kiss now. So yeah, I'm not sure what to drop in this thing, but depending on what to drop in. If ever very usase interested and uyazazi to maybe ungafuna contributor into this, you are more than welcome. So zathola ama details on the screen okay.
Speaking of our contributions, the question I was based on that how it I say darky. We're not darking it. Yeah, like we said, we're still establishing this movement, understand? We stand and actually provide refreshments. We'll do our best to see zamuklanganisa whatever esizokwazi ukuhlanganisa, and enye into requesting mfuna ukuyisho manje ukuthi njengoba shilo Grootman ngaphoti, whoever who's willing to assist with anything in any way, you guys are more than welcome. So be it refreshments or whatnot, you are more than welcome.
Oh yeah, and entrance is for free.
Entrance, yeah.
Buffet entrance is for free for everyone. Wonke welcome. That's what I didn't want to opening bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I think from my side, I have one last question. Yes. Yeah, Yoktin and I have even marked it, Lana. What do you guys think separates a successful creatives from those who are actually struggling to make it?
I think that it.
Yeah.
I think into separator number one. Il effect relate, which is collaborative efforts. Ngizokwenzela a practical example, which is everyone who is born. Amapiano is the biggest genre manje la eMzansi, and maybe questionably or arguably emhlabeni.
Yeah.
But it's spreading out. It's one of the biggest even nasemhlabeni.
Yeah.
Yangithola. Why is that? It's because of collaboration efforts. Abekho abantu abacollaborate njengabantu bamapiano. Abantu bamapiano engomeni one nokuthola abantu bayi-10. Talking to my artist maybe I5, I'm a producer maybe I5 or 8. Sometimes nokuthola ama producer I10 engomeni one.
Yeah.
Collaborative efforts. Mawubheka abuphori sonke lama camp lawo bayahlangana labantu lawo, they pushing one thing. Abana lento ukuthi mina ngubani like abafana bomrap. Abamrapper they have ama ego mina ngubani ngimele side lami in. Ipiano it's this big because of labantu bayaspanisana. By collab bayenza sure ukuthi yonke into siyayipusha lento le, it's a culture. It's not a one-man thing. It's not a one-man show. So the difference between Tina and Abo, it's because of they understand the power of collaboration. But Tina on the ground, we don't understand the power of Jama efforts. You understand? We don't understand the power of Jama efforts. Number two, us understanding the power of professionalism of it. About successful, they are there for a reason. It's because of they are professional in actually what they are doing. That's why they are called professionals. You understand? So now we actually have to be professional in everything we do. In every little thing we do, iba professional, with diligence. Vele ngibonisa ukuthi lento le ngiyenza serious ngayo. Ngiyenza ngithatha serious ispan la idinga lethu. Ngithola ngicanye nale way wena uphusha ngakhona uprofessional ngespan sakhe ngithola. We cover as ispan lethu. I cover ukuthi ngiyayenza nje ngithola. It's us showing ukuthi okay some professional ngithola. So into separator from us being abantu ukuthi they are successful and abantu they are not. It is ncane ukuthi asithathi serious ngithola. Like into simple ngokuthi nje ifika early yenza sure ukuthi lento yenzayo uba consistent. Enye into besikhuluma ngayo consistent. Ukabona abantu aba successful in the music industry baposta kangakanani.
Yo bra.
Uyaposta lo mara wena awukho successful mara uposta kaye one in a week. Mara yena successful already mara uposta kaye 5 maybe in a day.
Yeah, I remember there was a time where we actually went to shoot a music video waka Nomcebo le open mic.
Yeah.
While busy shoot that they were actually selling their clip to a company based in Africa. They wanted the performance yakhe ezoba live. So we pre-recorded it.
Yeah.
So mabesebe ithumela she was busy like I athatha ama clips making sure that she's gonna push herself on Instagram yakhe nani. And I was like, don't you have people abazokwenzela yonke lento? And then she's like, Mfethu, those people they want to come and work for you because you are successful. Akusi ukuthi they want to come and make you bangabo be successful. You have to make yourself successful. That is why kuyisponsor ukuthi mina ngizipromote. And I was like, okay, profound. But zange in full bus basingena into details and stuff because like she actually gave me everything that I wanted to hear. So ngiyakuthola.
No, that's it. That's it. Nje kuningi vele kusamele sikufunde vele as abantu upcoming but when it comes to the Mphakathi HUB bafethu here we actually trying to build something on ukuthi it's going to actually be bigger than a teen. We're trying to build something which is bigger than lente siyenza in our little corners. We're trying to build something with Mphakathi. We try to build Mphakathi and bring it to the world. So Mphakathi, it's actually a place whereby I want to actually get tips in terms of how to be successful in the industry. Because of you'll be actually learning from professionals. Imagine we have at our disposal about they've won Amasafta. We have Labantlao in our disposal, but we're not using Labantlao. Told information. And those people are willing to see opportunity. So I want to share around in this. Okay, this is what we can actually build and achieve. And other than what this is in our little corners, we can do whatever was going in our little corners, it's fine, but
Okay. So this one. We're actually approaching the event. We are approaching Ilangale workshop. Maybe one Bonnie post or they see the podcast and then be like, man, they've been doing ama events also and all of that. Like like this time, what si expectile other than whatever that we spoke of already, because obviously when you are going to promote something, this is actually what you give them. But then is about different in Antoni this workshop compared to others that are also doing the very same thing with the very same visions.
So like I said, so what we pride ourselves it's ukuthi silekelele.
Okay.
Yeah, we take pride in doing that. So we're not doing it because we feel obligated to, but siyenza ngoba into esifuna ukuyenza. Like njoba bekasho bese nokuhlala man sibone ezinye izinto as isiphathi kahle. And he once said to me, lezi zinto lezi azisiphathi kahle. So akumelanga expect ukuthi abanye abantu baphathe the same way isiphatha ngakhona. So it can only take us ukuthi sizame ukuletha the change esifisa ukuyibona and be the change. So into engathi it different kakhulu njengoba ngisho ukuthi like support and senze sure ukuthi wonke ama creatives ama basic needs wabo in terms of materializing their creativity, they being met, because that's what we're struggling with in most cases. I understand.
Okay.
Like in Shido, khona omunye umuntu ufisa ukuba ne platform eso njengawo, but again I access yalezi zinto lezi onazo, and it's not because now uvele wazithola up, we had to work for them, but through Mphakathi HUB, like we are able to cater such resources. Now we are a community, whatever ufuna ukuyenza, just come to the center. Then you tell us what your vision is, and then we see how we can assist you. Because we're not like, it's not like we're trying to gatekeep anyone here. I understand.
Nice.
We might never know by aligning with us. Omunye who's a DJ or producer or whatnot, angazithola seka hamba nesoni, seka hamba nabantu on a different caliber. So ngiyazi it doesn't make sense for ukuthi ngisho kanje ne umuntu ayithathe because sisekasi. Now I know the typical viewers akanjani esoni kanjani nongakafi ngesoni. Mina I got to understand ukuthi sometimes ne in life I can play football ne only ukuthi ukudlala ibhola kwami mina mangizana nawe team I am there to assist you. You understand? Yes. Rites of passage. When you have to align. But take for instance Cristiano and Pinchak. Pinchak be Cristiano, but now I'm I talk you. Who will made for this? Me, I'm not going to passion on now for the so in terms of we share as uti angeke ukwazi ukuthi usikhiya sakho umnyango wakho uyovulwa ubani kanjani. But I hope I answered enough if ufila ngathi ufuna ukufaka i2 cents ayi usangayifaka nje
Yeah.
But I think also njengoba shilo mfowethu ukuthi into ukuthi maybe it's different from us from anybody else on the chance. It's actually, this is not just a once-off thing. We're not just making an event or you understand? This is actually a movement. It's an ongoing thing. After this workshop, and I want to, in this workshop, they'll actually get to know what is this all about. They are coming, which are besides our workshop, you understand?
Yeah.
Which are actually going to support our creatives. So that's what's different about us, is that we actually care about Labanto Nguti we are trying to serve, and we actually have a plan for one, I understand, which is sustainable. It's not just for, it's not a one day thing or a 1 month thing or a 1 year thing. It's actually a lifetime thing. We're actually committing ourselves to this for a lifetime.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. One last closing question. In terms of support, nama sponsorships and all of that, I know bangaba for us to easily access izinto ezinjalo, such as companies where maybe bazo sponsor maybe with a minimum of 10K, they do that freely, knowing kuti they're gonna claim it back from misas and all of that. A movement lena, if ever I am maybe from Leo company Leo and I would also like to support, I know it's not a loss, but is it registered now, paperwork in order ukuthi for me I'll be able to go and claim should I sponsor ngemali yami? Because I know that's like one of the reasons why
definitely
companies sponsor, they know bangaba asungizanga.
Yeah, no, definitely our papers are in the process vele.
Okay, yeah, dangi makhutmani ne. Bafethu ngicela ningalibali ukusubscribe, ningalibali ukucomment. If ever there's any questions eninazo, please guys, we'll make sure bangaba if I need to get them back here studio for them to answer all my questions, I'll do that. If ever they can respond back via text kuma comments wenu answering my questions wenu, we will also do that. Kuwonga creatives guys, we are hoping to see you there. This is a platform that I don't want to miss as well, because it's going to be big for Emkey. If ever you listen to my podcast, I know background music, I know soundtrack, I know next. And obviously meeting with you guys, obviously that's exactly what I'm going to benefit as well. And whatever profit returns, whatever Leo episode or whatever it's gonna be making, because we've worked Leo project Leo. So I'm saying that because that's exactly how am I going to benefit. So I know bangaba it's easy going to my workshops knowing what is it that you want and how you're going to get it. So for me, I know, but this is what I want when I go there. So there's guarantees of I'm gonna get it. So artists, please know what you want, clay industry, because the only way for you to get it is for you to know it. So from myself, from Mamachita, Jabulera mafetu.